Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Marshall County Today, talk show aimed at informing you about stories of people and businesses around your neighborhood. And today, we got a treat. We welcome in our wonderful friends from the Rees Theater. Linda Starr is here with us, and she brought a awesome new guy, Bradley Whitfield. And Linda, I'm going to let you kind of introduce here because this is a big moment here for Rees Theater.
It is. We are going into the next dimension. We have hired Bradley Whitfield, who is going to. He's just got so many ideas for programming and new things coming and new things to try. We're just really excited for this, and he has a lot of experience, and I think he's going to just delight the community with his ideas and just taking us forward.
Well, I love his personality.
Oh, yeah.
First of all,
he's
it's
a lot
exactly
of fun.
what we need.
Yes, he is.
And very much so. Bradley, welcome to the show. Welcome to Marshall County and Plymouth, Indiana in specific.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
All right, man. Let's get into the bio stuff because
All right.
we're nosy people, and we want to know who Bradley Whitfield is.
So this is that type of radio show.
This is going to be a brainer, baby.
Okay,
this is it.
I better not incriminate myself. Is what you're saying. Just watch out.
Well,
Don't give too much information.
Found out.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's how it works.
You
Ronnie.
dug deep already before you got me here.
We're small town, baby. We're small town here.
You know where the bodies are buried.
That's right. Yes, we do.
Well, you want to know a little bit about me?
Absolutely.
All right. Born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, which is my hometown currently. I just recently moved back after living in Nashville, Tennessee for about 10 years. Been working there professionally, producing live events, entertainment, corporate event planning, wedding planning, all different kinds of events. I was working for a large company there that pretty much did that nationally. And I had a lot of national clients that I did their annual meetings for, huge corporate clients. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past 5 or 10 years predominantly. But I am a professional actor, a professional singer. I'm a union actor in both the Screen Actors Guild, which is the television and movie star union. I'm no movie star by any means, but I'm also a union member of Actors Equity Association, which is the union for professional stage actors. So I've spent some time in my career on stages all across the U.S. I've been part of a little tiny Broadway show called Mamma Mia.
Oh, really?
If anybody knows that show.
I'm going to interject 1 second.
Okay.
That's not small.
That's okay. Well,
that's actually really huge.
it is. It's a pretty huge.
That's awesome.
It's a behemoth.
Yeah,
really.
that's what it is.
Funny story about Mamma Mia. So Judy Kramer lives in London. She's a Brit. She is the female producer of that show. It's kind of her baby, and she is the third. Maybe don't quote me, but I've heard that she's the third richest lady in Great Britain, besides the Queen and J.K. Rowling.
Wow.
So Mamma Mia and the success of that show has made her the third richest woman in all of Great Britain. Now, that may have changed because we know how things go. But Mamma Mia is still out there. There's sequels to the movie. But I ran with that play, that musical, should I say, for 4.5 years. All across the U.S. in the Broadway National Tour and also the Broadway Company. So that was a large portion of my professional
what did you do?
acting
Everybody wants to know
career.
what you did. What were you doing?
What did I do?
Yeah.
If you really want to know the truth of what I did, I was an actor in the company. I sang and danced in that musical, but I sang and danced pretty much in swimming trunks. That's about all I had on.
One of the Greek guys.
That is right. If you know the musical, it takes place in the Greek islands.
Yeah.
And I was one of those kind of island runners. And pretty much just spent 4.5 years of my life in swim trunks on stage in front of everyone in the U.S. and on Broadway. So
confidence takes you a long way, brother.
Well, I don't know if it took confidence, but the paycheck was nice. But something else that I did in my career was I got involved in Christian ministry theater.
Wonderful.
And that was something that I really enjoyed doing. I had a chance to do a couple different passion plays. One was the story of Jesus Christ, and another one was the story of Joseph. And I really enjoy the musical Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor
Yes,
Dreamcoat.
absolutely.
I've played that leading role in that show
really?
many times. Yeah, and it's probably the hair.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks of Jesus and Joseph to have this
Long
type of
hair,
hair.
yeah.
So I'm typecast into the role. But
Why not?
I've played the role of Joseph many times, and I had an opportunity to go out to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Lancaster County, and work for a large Christian ministry theater there called Sight and Sound, if anybody's heard of that, and in their production of Joseph as the leading role. So I've been
that's a great
around.
experience.
I've been around. I've done a lot of theater. I've pretty much been working as a professional actor and in the entertainment and arts for about 30 years now.
So is there one performance or stage presence or whatever it may be that has left a mark on you as like this really was a great path for me? Because I would imagine we can sit here and talk for a whole hour about your travels.
Sure.
But is there one play? Is there that one thing that just said this? I know why I chose what I've chose.
That is really unique to ask me that question, because I don't feel like there was any time that I was on a stage or involved in a production when I felt that way. But when I was in high school, I was starting to become really passionate about musicals. I had always loved music, but I was starting to learn about what these musicals were. And I was getting cast recordings on CD back then of shows produced by Cameron McIntosh, like Les Miserables, Miss Saigon, Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. And I got those as gifts from my dad for Christmas. And he got me the 2 CD set and the jewel case. And I would sit for hours and hours in my bedroom and listen to those cast recordings backwards and forwards. I had never seen the show because they would tour through, but I never had a chance to go see them on Broadway. I didn't travel to New York City until I was my senior year in high school. But I would sit there in freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, listening to these cast recordings and memorizing them, and I could sing them backwards and forward. And because of my voice at the time, and puberty and things,
Sure.
I could sing the boy parts and the girl parts. So I would press
You're
play.
kind of a valuable commodity then, weren't you?
Yeah. And I can still do that, actually. I can
Good.
still, if you can tell by the sound of my voice, I can still sing pretty high.
That's awesome.
But, yeah. So I would sit in my bedroom and emulate all those beautiful voices and all the characters and all the inflection, and became really well versed in that style of singing. And then when I had a chance to finally go see one of those shows, I remember my dad bought us tickets to go see the original Phantom, the gentleman who played Phantom in Phantom of the Opera. His name is Michael Crawford. Michael Crawford did a concert in Chicago at the Chicago Theater, and my dad bought us tickets. And he and I drove to Chicago, and he and I sat together in the balcony. We watched that show. I'm almost crying right now. It's what started my career. I always knew that I was going to, I always knew that I was going to sing and dance. I always knew that. But after sitting there beside my dad and listening to that music and hearing that concert, it changed my life. It changed my life. And it put me on a trajectory that has gotten me here today. Back to my hometown arena with everything I've learned and everything I've experienced. And I'm still so excited about it. And my heart is in the center of it. So I'm really excited to bring everything that I've experienced and my passion to Plymouth and the surrounding communities.
That gives me goosebumps.
Isn't that exciting,
You're
though?
giving me
Yes.
goosebumps here, but I can so relate. I did high school plays and stuff like that, so it was fun. It was a great experience. But when we talk about Broadway hits, my favorite, believe it or not, is Cats.
You love cats?
Oh my gosh!
Do you have a cat?
Oh yeah.
So do I.
Yeah,
I'm a cat guy.
I am
Cat
too.
lady.
It was when I first saw it. I was so intrigued by how each actor was in the part, as if they studied hours and hours to be a Siamese or a Calico, and how the actions. That's tough to do, and I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
It may look like all they're doing is moving around and
In a leotard.
in a leotard.
With
Act
fur.
pretend to be a cat. That's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough. And to bring that feeling like I'm actually watching a cat, you do that job. When you transcribe yourself into that part that is supposed to be the part and looks like the part, you're a hell of an actor.
That's right.
Or actress.
That's right.
Because you've done something extraordinary that the average person, like myself, would never be able to do. No matter if you're doing Cats or whatever, each one of those actors could very easily get a different play.
Absolutely.
And that's why they made a movie out of it. That's 2 movies out of it, actually. But I love the music. I love
music
the
is
harmonizing.
beautiful.
It was just so, well, for me, it was breathtaking, actually, because I'm a music guy.
And
you
isn't
know?
that what's important about the arts? And that's exactly what you're saying is if we could take, like, if you could help me produce a production of Cats, over at the Rees, and we could get people. Theater just gives us a chance to do exactly what you just said. It transcends.
Yeah.
It takes you away from the normal. It suspends your disbelief. Like, wait a second, these human beings are portraying roles as cats and they also sing? But we're okay with that. Like, we're okay as human beings to kind of check out for a moment and go to the next level.
Absolutely.
If we're allowed to be taken there. And we kind of have to give that up, right? Because in life, we're all so wound up so tight, and we're so
Absolutely.
afraid all the
Yeah.
time. And so theater, especially like a theater like the Rees, state of the art, beautiful campus, we're going to open up those doors and allow people to come in, and we're going to transcend, and get them outside of the normal day-to-day rigmarole of what they're going through. Theater gives us a chance to be inspired. It reinvigorates us. Some people just want to go and sit back, relax, and have something to drink.
Right.
It's great for everyone.
Right.
And we are going to provide something for everyone. So, hey, let's do a production of Cats. Let's go. I'm ready. Will you choreograph it for me?
No. That's the last thing you want this 54-year-old to do, is be a choreographer of an event like that. No. No, believe me when I tell you that. I'd be old Deuteronomy.
Hey.
All I got to do is just stand there and sing.
You're cast.
That's it.
I'll bring the contract by later.
Yeah. But it is. And once I found out and read a little bit about you and your resume, I thought, okay, now it's getting serious. Now we're getting serious, and I'm not saying you got big shoes to fill. What I'm saying is you are going to try to put this at a whole new level that is going to help the theater even draw more attention, because you're going to be doing stuff that, the way it sounds, you're going to be doing some stuff that it's just not happening on in other theaters.
We hope
and
so.
markets.
That's what
We
we're,
hope so.
that's
You know,
what we're
and
planning
I,
on.
you
Yep.
know, that's a big job. That's a big job.
But you both have said how your personal experience was influenced by live theater,
Yeah.
by something live, and that we're bringing to Plymouth. And I think that's the exciting thing about all of us at the Rees. We're just excited for this new step forward and bringing the arts in a different form.
Right. There's a big important event coming up that we probably need to talk about, and I know you want to kind of help
The
promote-
election.
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, no.
Okay.
Let's
No.
don't talk about that.
We should have left that one out, right?
Yeah. Let's not bring politics into this. The Rees has got a big event that we need to be pushing here.
The Rees does, and it's not just the Rees. We kind of have a downtown arts collaborative going on, and based on what Linda was just saying, like, it's very important that it's not just about the Rees. We want to support other places downtown, Heartland Arts Center, the museum, Wild Rose Moon. We want to keep that relationship going and kind of build an epicenter or a hub of cultural arts and engagement for the community. We want to do it something for everyone that's very diverse. So Rees is planning to do programming all across
week, yeah.
the board, but bringing it in for Celebrate the Arts Week, which is coming up, September 28th through October 5th. We're going to have something every single day downtown going on, whether it's at the Rees or it's at Wild Rose Moon. Even the shops, we have participating restaurants who are giving discounts. It's going to be and then it ends with the Chocolate Walk?
Chocolate Walk.
I mean, Chocolate
Yep.
Walk is going to be thebomb.com. I mean, it's not Halloween quite yet. It's also not Valentine's Day, but who doesn't like chocolate? We're making our own Hallmark holiday week now down here in Plymouth. We're going to have Chocolate Week, so or Chocolate Walk, so everybody can kind of indulge and shop and have some fun. But the Arts Week, Celebrate the Arts Week, is going to be fantastic, and it's very crucial. And that's another portion of the reason is why I'm here, is not just to help create and produce great programming, but I'm here to ask everybody to surround us with their support. It's so important that while what I'm going to be doing and everybody here that's involved is we're just going to keep asking for the community to support it so that we can continue to grow. Because quite frankly, we're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for them.
Right.
And we want them to take a chance to come experience some of this really unique stuff. So while we're asking that, we're bringing out some really cool stuff. We got some stuff coming back by popular demand. We got some really great movies. We got some really great shows with some really amazing tribute artists. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a really great week.
We have just something just about for everyone. And in fact, I still hear people say, oh, I have never been in the Rees since you've reopened it. And I said, well, now is your opportunity because there's something for everyone in Celebrate the Arts Week. When we kick it off with our big Vegas night, and we have people who are going to personify Frank Sinatra and Elvis.
Elvis will be in the building.
What's more Vegas than that?
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's on the 28th. And then the 29th, which is a Sunday, we're going to have The Sound of Music, which is a real big family favorite. And, I'm sure when I say that, you're always singing the songs in your head. So, everyone has favorite things in that. And then we go right into two things on October 1st. And the first one is Ancilla's Opus, which is something that we did previously, but we're going to do it again as Celebrate the Arts Week. So that's something with Ancilla, with the Poor Handmaids and the rebuilding of the organ, the pipe organ. And that is just such
That's
a
gonna be amazing.
magnificent thing
Yeah.
to see it on the big screen. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I think I've seen it in my phone, but that doesn't quite compare to
no.
the whole thing. And the sound is just fabulous.
It's heavenly.
And then in the afternoon, we're going to re-air Wild Rose Moon radio hour film that was put on WNIT. And so that's going to be kind of an exciting thing to see that on the big screen as well and celebrate that with George and the people from Wild Rose Moon. Mm-hmm. And then we go from that stuff to a night in the islands. And if you're any kind of a Jimmy Buffett fan, this is for you because wear your shirt, your Hawaiian shirt, and come and sing along. And that's going to be a real blast. That's on a Wednesday. And then we go from the islands to a little bit more sophisticated. And on the 3rd, which is Thursday, from 5 to 7, we're having Wine and Symphony. So that's an opportunity for you to come for happy hour of wine and nosh. This is put on by Biddle Point and 41 North, the eating part. And then after that's over, we're going to be entertained by the South Bend Symphony String Quintet, which is South Bend Symphony on the go. So we're partnering with them. And then we go right from that into Sweet Baby James, which is the James Taylor tribute, and he has been here before and was very well received.
Packed.
So and then we conclude with the chocolate walk. So Bradley's got some things to talk about as far as some interesting opportunities for tickets, and so I'm going to let him talk about that.
Yeah, we're clearly we have a ticket outlet right next door to the Rees. It's a Naree.
Yes, Naree.
So you can get tickets there when they're open. When I'm at the Rees, you can come on into the box office there, and I can help you get a ticket there. But we're going to be running some promotions here. We're kind of at a last-minute blitz week out. The things are selling out, and we want to make sure people that are still intending to get their tickets or want to get their tickets can have some. So they can come over to Naree. They can come see me at the Rees. They can also go on Eventbrite. It's similar to Ticketmaster. If you know what Eventbrite is, you can buy tickets to any of our shows throughout the week there. You can also buy a passport, which gets you kind of the entire week of shows for one ticket price. And we're going to be pushing out a promo code that people can use this week as a last minute kind of dive in and get that sucker sold out, and it's going to be 25% off. So and that's on any individual ticket that you buy, and it's also on the larger passport ticket, which gets you everything. So 25% off at this point is not a bad deal.
No, that's
so
a
if you
good
reach
deal
out to us,
after all.
reach out.
And with the passport, we have 16 local dining facilities who have given us special discounts to use during that week, and some of them may even extend after that. But they're all participating and give people an opportunity to eat in our area restaurants and take advantage of that.
Yeah, and who doesn't like to eat and who doesn't like to save money while eating?
Exactly.
Me.
Well, all you got to do is look at this video and tell that I enjoy eating. So,
Oh, okay.
the thing that is Here, I guess the easiest way to put this is that we're doing this right. This is being done right. We've had some experience, a couple years now under our belt with events and stuff like this. But this is so much more, what's the word? It's so much more professional. Not that it hasn't been, but the fact of the matter is we also have been learning for the last couple of years on how to do what we need to be doing to get the community involved. This one, and now with the hiring here of Bradley, I mean, this is where we need to be, probably at right where we need to be with the Rees Theater as far as providing entertainment and community events and stuff like that. So this is all very encouraging to be hearing, and let's face it, whether people want to admit it or not, that theater brings business into downtown. And whether, people not necessarily what's the word I want to use? Not necessarily into the arts, kind of give a little bit of humbug behind that. Well, you know what? Come in here, take a look how busy this downtown is just to come see an event.
And the Rees is just not for movies.
No,
we have a million things we can do there.
That's right. And if all you got to do is pay attention. That's all you got to do, pay attention. Because that's the easiest way for the Rees to show folks what you are doing and what you can do and what you're willing to do. And to me, that speaks volumes to allow the hire of a gentleman like Bradley here to come work as Mojo. And, if you can't tell by just listening to him here in this show today, well, you need to go come see him in person.
Oh, thank you.
Because I think you better fasten your seatbelts because there's good stuff coming.
Yeah, I really feel that. Without technically knowing that, I just get a good feeling from Bradley here that he wants to make a difference. And
thank you.
Do we need that? Mm-hmm. That's how this town's being, working right now. When you got to dedicate yourself to making a difference, that's the foundation.
Well, it's definitely going to take more than me. I mean, I appreciate that, but we need as much support as we can possibly get. I would love to see some people volunteer, get involved. If you want to get involved, we'd love it. Join up with us. Get on Facebook. Join the Facebook page. Share the things that we're posting on the Facebook page. Give us a wink. Give us a nod. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment. That's really going to go. That awareness of what we're doing needs to spread. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see it get outside of Marshall County, get into Stark County, get into other counties, even up to St. Joseph County, South Bend. I really want to continue to reach out and make sure everybody knows that, like Plymouth, hey, we're on the map. We're doing something here. We're cooking up some really cool stuff, and that everybody that's at the executive committee, the board, and the team at the Rees really truly has the community in mind. Every time I sit with them and we meet, I mean, they're just so supercharged. What can we do? What can we do next? And we're all trying to dial in what we think is going to be some things wonderful. The Rees is wonderful. The people involved there are wonderful. But we want to start to really produce things that people are going to go, wow, they just did that. We just experienced that.
Right.
I mean, isn't that what live theater, arts, and culture is all about? Like we were talking about earlier, you want it to transcend. I had the fortunate opportunity over the past 10 years to work in Nashville with a company that does circus arts. And I very quickly kind of, I'm a due diligence kind of guy. I do my research. I come from a theatrical background, but I started to learn that circus is very, very theatrical. And it has, and a lot of theater is based out of and circus arts. And I started to kind of delve into what that meant. And I got really interested in P.T. Barnum and what he was all about. Mm-hmm. Everybody's seen The Greatest Showman. Everybody knows Hugh Jackman portrayed that role. But if you really look into the story of P.T. Barnum's life, I really started to adopt some of his mission statements, his credos, his mottos. You want to give people something more to see.
It's inspiring. When you get a full house, you start thinking about, well, how can I get it fuller? Or how can I extend it, instead of it being one day, how can you make it a 2 or 3 day event?
Exactly.
That's where PT was just a genius.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's he understood that. Okay, when you got a good thing going, why stop it once?
Don't limit yourself.
Don't limit yourself.
Don't limit yourself.
Don't
cut your nose off to spite your face. Take a chance. Go there. Let's do this.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, that's great.
So I have a fire lit inside of me, and we're going to continue to light a fire inside of this community.
Yeah.
We're going to do the best we can.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm out of time with you guys. But real quickly, you're going to come back other times, trust me. But talk a little bit about this event coming in the Arts Week, and how people get tickets.
The tickets are sold on Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite. Go to the Rees' page through Eventbrite. All the tickets, you'll see them there. For each and every individual event that we have going on throughout the week is sold right there. And actually, some of the events are a free event. So take a look there. And you can make a choice of an individual ticket. You can also make the choice to buy the entire week. I'm not going to list all the prices at this point. You'll see them there at Eventbrite. If you can't get to Eventbrite, you can get to our Facebook page, or you can get to our website, thereestheater.com, and you can link to Eventbrite and how to purchase those tickets right there. It's easy breezy, really seamless. And if you're interested in that promo code, if you don't see it online, or if it's not available, just give me a shout over at the theater, and we'll get you that promo code so you guys can get that 25% off. We'd love to see everybody out at the theaters this week and downtown Plymouth, the week of celebrating the arts. We'd really love to see it, and I'd love to meet you. So come up and say hi. I'm the guy with the long hair.
There you go. Linda, great to see you as always.
Thank you. Good to be here, Tony.
Thank you for coming. And
you're
obviously,
welcome.
Bradley, thank you for being part of the
Thanks
show.
for having
As
me.
you can
Look
see,
forward
we're
to having you.
excited.
Yes.
We're very excited.
Well, we are looking forward to have this gentleman right here provide some energy. And we're very excited that we can help them along with that particular mission as well. So, guys, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks. You
Thanks.
too.
Thanks for having us, Tony.
You betcha, buddy. All right. We wrap it up after this.